All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, all praises, and honor unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the whole elect and the Sasakims pushing his truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yerah from the Great Millstone branch, Gary, Indiana, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And I want to open up with this Ecclesiastes 7:7. This is a lesson I wanted to do last night, but Spirit, eventually jumped on me today to do it. And pretty much, it's been on my spirit all week. Just vex. Looking at the current state of this earth and seeing the state in which our people are in and how destroyed we are. And then on top of that, dealing with the infirmities, that brothers, we dealing with. Hey, this place is highly vexing, man. And then to put the cherry on top, here come this devil, finna come down with great wrath and to try to make our lives even more hell. And I got this Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart, man. And oppression maketh a man who was wise. It doesn't say any man. It said a wise man. A man that's an anointing, a man that, a man of the Lord, Because thanks to the, what the scriptures say real quick, Amos 3:7, surely the Lord power will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And the Lord has given us, the secrets, whereas we can go through these scriptures and we can point out, things, in the scriptures and that's going on around us, man. We can these current events that's being taking place. We can go into the scriptures and point that out and show you that in fact that's prophecies being fulfilled. Right on top of all the other things the Lord's shown unto us, man, within our personal walk. The Lord show you things, man. The scriptures say real quick, Ecclesiastes, I believe is 1:18. I'm gonna go to 17. I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly, and I perceive that this also is a vexation of spirit. You know what I'm saying? And within this truth, man, as you begin to grow, within this walk, the Lord start to open your eyes to a lot of things, and you start to realize how much we need to get the hell up out of here, man. How everything is, this devil has turned everything, and everything that was meant to be a blessing or to for life, he has turned it and used it against us, man. Like the scriptures say, which I'm going to pull out after I get finished reading this. This is verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more you know, the more grief you become, because you start to see the things for what they really are. The Lord start to sharpen your vision. You start to, the first is, blurry, and now you start to, you coming, clear, give you that eyesight, like the scriptures say. Now you start to see, what it says real quick, John 8:32, which I'm gonna get. John 8:32. And it reads, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So, this truth has set us free from what? The bondage of this world, man. Now we no longer, this devil no longer has, shackles on our mind, man. Because when you look around, our people are enslaved to sin, man. Enslaved into the system, enslaved into the philosophies in which this devil is pushed. And it's vexing, man. And like I said earlier, man, real quick, do it like this. I believe it's in Sirach 41. It was 41. Bear with me. I think it's 44. 41 or 40. Yep. believe it's, just bear with me. Let's see, let's do it like this. Salt. That was 39, Salakia. This is Sirach 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good things are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners, man. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour and wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grapes, and oil and clothing. You know, all these things the Lord has created, you know, is beneficial to man's life. You know, water, fire for heat, warmth. You know, you need fire to cook. You know, iron. You know, it's a lot of food that has that possess iron. I know beans, you know, especially lentils, is higher in iron, which is, you know, beneficial to the blood. You know, salt. You know, you read all these things, and this devil and took all these things right along with our marriages, our relationships. You know, our children. You know, these things are blessings. You know, good. You know, they're supposed to force life, but this in music, he and took all that and turned it against us, man. And now these things in which was used, that was created to forward life, is now being used to destroy us, man. You know, the water's polluted, got fluoride and lead. Hell, you can't even, you know, most houses don't even have fire, so you got to go to this devil, you know, for heating. You know, so you got to pay fucking stupid ass gas bill to keep you and your family warm. Because the modern day houses, and most people got apartments in the modern day houses, these homes don't have chimneys and things like that like they did in the ancient times, man. You you know? Hell, some states you got to have fucking a permit to chop wood, which is captivity, man. That's why to open up with that Sirach, I mean, not Sirach, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make up a wise man mad. Because why? The wise man is mad because he knows he's being oppressed. See, these people, man, they completely blind to what the hell is going on around them, man. Salt polluted. You know, that's why it's best to get, you know, advise brothers, if you're going to buy salt, which is, you know, it's a little, you're going to pay a little bit more, but hey, try to get that Himalayan salt, man. Because a lot of that table salt, Esau put fucking extra preservatives and shit in it. And it fucks our body up, man. Flour, destroy, man. Bleach flour, honey through, man. All this shit, man. Even the wine we drink, nigga put sulfite in it. Then a lot of grapes that they use, or the fruits they use for these wines, especially wine that comes from California, you know, there's all GMO grapes. So at the end of the day, man, we need to get the hell up out of here, man. They say all these things are good to the godly, so to the sinners, they are turned into evil, and we sinned against the Lord. Like it says real quick, I believe in Lamentations, the 5th chapter. I'm start at 1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us, consider and behold our reproach. And that's what we ask. That's what we're doing in spirit, man. You know, asking the Lord, how long, man? Lord, we understand we sin, Lord. Like, how long is our punishment, man? Because this is hell, man. Bad enough, first and foremost, we in captivity, being what, in these chains of darkness, this flesh, the different thoughts that plague brother's mind, infirmities we dealing with, you know. Then on top of that, all the, you know, the things, you know, he used all the things that was supposed to forward life. Now it's being used, and call Allah Yahweh by Shem Shah 144. Lord willing, I'll be on that number, and Lord willing, you know, you brothers who out there teaching in truth and sincerity, be up that number, man. You know. But the point being is, man, yeah, man, everything this devil has used. I mean, everything that was created to forward life, this devil is used to destroy us, man. Even our, you know, true, even marriage. You know. Although the scriptures do say some of our women are going to be saved, but a lot of our women are destroyed because why? Through the philosophies of this serpent. So the woman you dealing with now, she's still even, some brothers got women, that, you got a decent wife, a decent woman, and she deal with her, man. None of us perfect. But you get the drift, man. Even then, she still, has some of them battling those, because you gotta remember they in the flesh as well, the woman, and they're the weaker vessel. So even women that's in this faith, they still dealing with, the ways. They was duped by the damn devil, man. Tricking them and believing them in that feminism bullshit, man. That feminist ideology, which destroyed our damn community, especially the Judite community, man. And Ephraim. And some of you other tribes as well. But anyway, this is verse 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens. And that's what we see, man. You got these damn devils in our land. They put in law and legislation where we can't even speak out against them, man. Showing you that this is captivity, man. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. And then you see that a lot in the hood. Fatherless homes. Either the dad either dead or in jail, or he just bugged the fuck out on drugs somewhere, man, just through. Or he's not at home because he has to be at fucking work 20 hours, 20 hours a day. I mean, I'm a little exaggerating, but you get the drift, man. So he's not at home. Your kid at school being taught, being indoctrinated by this devil's. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need to get the hell up out of here, man. And that's why if you ain't sighing and crying, there's something wrong with you, man. This is fucking literally hell, man. We are orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are as widows. We got many men locked up in jail or dead due to gang violence, gun violence. Hell, even Jakes that joined this devil's military. A lot of Northern Kingdom, man, especially Issachar, man. Going into the Marines and into Esau's military and be dead, get blown to smithereens, man. Now your wife a widow, and that's one of many cases, man. That the many atrocity that goes on in this place. Oh, another reason the fatherless homes, child support, which is wicked, man. It said we have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold onto us, man. Our wood, everything on this earth was created. Let me get that real quick. 2nd Esdras 6 and 54. We always bring this out. I believe it's in 56. The point is in 56. "55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. The world was created for us." Remember, it was Yahweh Shai and Allahayim, right along with the angels, man, that created everything we see. The Allahayim, man, the powers. And to prove that, let's go to Colossians. I'm just in the spirit, just flowing in the spirit, man. Colossians 1 and 15, this is speaking of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature, because the Most High spoke Yahweh Shai into existence, man. And how that, you can't even wrap your mind around that. Like, how? And it shows the immense power in which the Heavenly Father has, man. And that power he's going to give into the hand, he gave into the hands of his son, man, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, we be joint heirs with him. Lord willing, he consider us to be his friends, man. We be delivered, man. Like a true friend, man. A true friend shares his wealth with his friends, man. Unlike in this world, nigga get on, nigga. He ain't looking, he ain't trying to put nobody else on. Hey, the Lord, man, he putting on the elect, man. And the whole nation of Israel eventually, man. Because 2/3, man, they're gonna return through the loins of the elect. The 144 and a large multitude, the 1/3. But anyway, verse 16, for by him were all things created that are in heaven, that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Woo! So everything that in which we see was created by Yah. You know, the blueprint was given by the Most High to Yahweh Shai and the Allahim, and they went to work and created everything in which we see. And Yahweh Shai, being the king of the nation of Israel, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the King of the sons of the God, that let you know that the earth was created for us as well, man. But we're in captivity, man. And all this is happening really for our learning, man. You know? But at the same time, it's vexing to see, because, you know, we have, you know, the men of the Lord, man, we have a special appreciation for this earth. Lord, wouldn't we be of the elect, man? When you see fucking trash just floating in the trees, and you walk in your neighborhood, fucking just bottles every goddamn wet, fucking, like I live here in Gary, Indiana, man. And that's what you see, man. Trash, debris, broken bottles, abandoned buildings, man. This shit is fucking horrible, man. And Chicago, even though it's the, you know, next city, it's no better. None of these cities no better, man. You know? And it's not just here in America. You go in certain parts of the earth, Esau over there destroying shit, man. Polluting the air, especially over there in the countries over in East Asia with Moab. Because Moab, you know, that's Esau's right-hand man. Moab, man. You know? And look what's going on over there in Hong Kong. Them people fucking got all kinds of cancer, man, from the smog and all the smoke from the different factories and shit, man. You know, this is not a place to be. You know, the earth shouldn't be this way, man. Salakia. Yeah, that was the point. I'm going to read it again, verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. The Lord made the earth for our sakes, man. And we got this fucking peon, you know, oppressing us, man. What it says real quick in Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I return to consider all the oppression that are done under the sun, and to this day we're being oppressed. Your ass got to pay for a parking sticker, nigga. You parking, you oppress. Or a fucking city sticker so you can have a view. You oppress. When you got to re-register your car every fucking year, you oppress, man. When you paying taxes on your own, you oppress. When you have no say-so of your children and what they're being taught in these schools, you are oppressed, man. And our people, you know what I'm saying, can't see that, man. What the scripture say real quick, leave it in Jeremiah. I think Jeremiah 4:22. I'm going to get this anyway. This is not the one I want to get, but I'm going to pull it anyway. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And our people are wise to do all kinds of filth, man. Because why? They've been tricked by this damn devil, man. Like the scriptures say real quick, yeah, Proverbs 12:26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them, man. Woo. And our people have been seduced under this damn witch. You know, here in Babylon the Great, the Edomites. Because the Lord likened this place onto the land of the Chaldeans as well. And the Chaldeans was what? You know, during the time of Nebuchadnezzar, they was the modern day witches and warlocks and astrologers, man. Which is pretty much the priesthood. You know, and if you understand about any empire, is pretty much the priesthood. You know, they gave, you know, the kings. This was the priesthood in which the king took counsel from. Even in Israel, man. You know, before the king went forth on the matter, he had to go to who? The prophets. You know, and the same thing going on here in Babylon the Great, man. Who controlled this modern day Babylon? You know, this bunch of fucking witches, man, and warlocks and sorcerers, man. And now people been seduced through these different philosophies, through the music, through the food. You know, a lot of people, you know, you think you're addicted. People are addicted to food because the chemicals that they put in the food, the different hormones that they put in, preservatives. Your ass wondering why you keep craving chicken nuggets all goddamn day. Because they putting the chemical in that, man. It's not even really the food. But anyway, Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I return and consider all the oppression that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they have no comforter. And on the side of the oppressive there was power, but they have no comforter. And that's what we in. And when you start to grow into this faith, you start to realize how much we really need the Lord, and how much we really don't have no might in our hand, man. And that was part of the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28, and let's get it real quick. 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And it's speaking of America, which is spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Like it says in the book of Revelations, the 11th chapter, man, I believe 11 and 8. You know, around there. You know, by the way, whereof I spake unto thee, and thou shalt see it no more again. And there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, them auction blocks. And even Northern Kingdom was served into captivity. You know, when the conquistadors and them came over here, man. And no man shall buy you, and no man is going to redeem us. It's going to take a divine power to deliver us, man. Just like it took the Most High to deliver us in the time of ancient Egypt, the Lord's going to do it in these times, man. And the prophets, us to serve as the prophets, come in the spirit of Moses, speaking these prophecies, these different plagues into existence. You know, that you seeing, man. And the Lord is plaguing this place. You know, that's why, you know, and that's what gives us joy, man. Although we catching hell, although, you know, brothers dealing with all kinds of, you know, issues, whether it's woman issues, financial issues, car troubles, mental, physical, whatever the case may be. You know, what keeps us going, man, is the fact that we know one day is going to be an end of all this shit, man. And the Lord's going to return. And we believe through the Spirit, the Lord's going to return in our time, man. And the reason of we believe in that is via the prophecies, man. The prophecies are speaking more now so than ever. So that's what gives us hope, man. Motivation to continue to fight, man. The good fight of faith. You know? And that will, you know, making haste. Hastening the day. You know, whether it's doing lessons, going out to camp. Hey, comforting brothers. Helping out brothers. You know, we hastening the day, man. To get the hell up out of here, man. Praying, fasting. You know? Real quick. Jump back to that Ecclesiastes 4:1. Read that again. So I return and consider all the oppression that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed. And we're oppressed, man. Who you see locked up in these different prison houses, man? Jake, man. So-called black and Latinos. And even some of them poor white trash, a lot of them be Israelites, man. So in regards to whether your skin tone, whatever you are, you can't escape the curses, man. Because this thing is not about color. This is about a bloodline. This is about spirit, man. You know? And the tears and who the Lord is hearing the most is the elect. Because why? The elect are the only ones that's sighing and crying. You know, everybody's, groaning. But who's the one that's really sighing and crying? It's the elect, man. Creation itself is groaning, like we read about in the book of Romans, because this damn devil, man. This curse in which that devours the earth that you read about in Isaiah, man. And it says they had no comforter, and on the side of the oppressor there was power, but they had no comforter, no comforter, man. And the water Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, call Allah Yahweh by Shem Yahushua for this truth. Because now his Lord has given us the Rakakadash, the spirit. And now the spirit comforts us, man. What gives us hope, what gives us motivation to continue to fight. Even when we at our moments we low, man. The spirit make an intercession for you, man. Believe it or not. And if you are the elect, man, the Lord got you anyway. You got to believe, man. If you sincere in this thing, man, and I say this in all humility, man, you got to believe that you are the elect, man. That's what the scriptures say. What? Put on as the elect. And I know I'm all over the place, but hey, it's the spirit, man. Colossians 3:12. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, and these the attributes of the spirit. So if you desire to be of the elect, hey, you should be practicing on what? Being in having these characteristics. Being holy, what? Being separate from this world. Loving not the world nor the things of in the world. Beloved. Bowels of mercy, being merciful to brothers, being reasonable. Knowing that, hey, we all fucked up, man. We all need mercy at the end of the day, man. Scriptures say what? Why earth and ash is proud, man. You got people in the even Israelites walking around high-minded. That said kindness, being kind. Hey, that's the trait you need to have, man. You got to be kind. Hey, even when you out in society, man, even away from the brothers, you got to show a spirit of generosity, man, because you are walking. You supposed to be walking, be an example of Yahweh Shai, man. You supposed to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Representing Yahweh Shai. If you claim to be a man of the Lord or a woman of the Most High, hey, you need to be, walking it, man, and not talking it. It said humbleness of mind, being humble. Not being proud, man. And praying the Lord that He keep that spirit from you. I believe it's Sirach. Give not thy servant Sirach 23, and I'm starting at verse 1. O Lord, Father and Governor over my whole life, lead me not to their counsel and let me not fall by them. The counsel of the wicked, man. And in the ways of this world, man. It said, who will set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over my heart, which is your mind. It says, that they spare me not for my ignorance, and it pass not by my sins, lest my ignorance increase, and my sins abound to my destruction, and I fall before my adversaries, and my enemies rejoice over me, and my enemies rejoice over me, whose hope is far from thy mercy, man. And that's what we got to be praying, man, of the Lord. Keep our mind from filth, man. Keep our mind pure. But it's the point made. The point was made in here in verse 4. Say, "O Lord, Father, and power of my life, give me not a proud look, but turn away from thy servant always a haughty mind." You know, and that's what we need to be praying, man. Especially as you begin to grow within this walk, and the Lord start to reveal more things unto you. Hey, Scripture say knowledge can puff us up, man. So you got to pray to the Lord. Hey, you know, He don't give you over to a haughty mind, over to a reprobate mind. You know, praying that the Lord keep you humble, man. You know, and if you are the elect, the Lord got ways of keeping keeping you humble, man. You know, it said, "Turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence, and thou shalt hold me up that is desirous always to serve thee," man. And you got to pray to the Lord. You need to keep these vainish, because thoughts come in our minds all the time, man. You know, all kinds of bugged out thoughts. And we got to pray to the Lord to give us the strength and the power where we don't fall for these different thoughts that come in, man. These wicked ass thoughts. You know, it said, "Let not the greediness of the belly nor the lust of the flesh take hold of me, and give not over me thy servant into an imprudent mind." That's what we got to be praying for, man. You know, praying that we don't be seduced, man, and lose our crown. Because as quickly as the Lord gives us this truth, hey, the Lord can quickly snatch it away. You know? And I know all over the place. I want to jump back to this. What's the verse I was looking for? Oh yeah, it's Ecclesiastes 7:7. I mean 7:1 and 2. You know, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting, for that is the end of all man, and the living will lay it to his heart. And you got to be in the spirit of mourning, man. And if the Lord's dealing with you, man, more 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find yourself mourning, man. You know, you think when a nigga that's in jail, you think he's happy that he's in jail? Hell no. If he in his right frame of mind, he don't want to be there. And that's what we are, man. We in captivity, man. Chains of darkness is flesh. And then under the grips of this damn devil, man. It said, "For that is the end of all man, and the living will lay it to his heart." Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better, man. And it's better to be in the spirit of sorrow, man. And what I said, I read the Ecclesiastes 1:18. You know, much wisdom come much grief. Much knowledge, much sorrow, roughly paraphrasing, man. The more you know, the more grief you become. Because you start to see that, you know, you're looking at life through a different lens, through the spiritual lens. Even with just marriages and in family, you start to see like this is not it, man. You know, because a man, us as men, we supposed to dominate, man. But we can't do that, man. This society, man, frowns upon men, especially us Jakes, because we the true, you know, the men of the Lord are the true examples on what a man should be, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai. No, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai are the true promoters of manhood and masculinity, man. And through this truth, you understand what it is to be a man and what it takes to be one, man, and what is required.